Fall is here, guys. The weather is finally cooling down. You can smell it in the air. You can feel it in the air. That means you get to bring out the fragrances that you put away half a year ago. Those sweet fragrances, the spicy fragrances, those that just capture attention, the cozy fragrances. And I'm really excited about that because that is my favorite type of fragrance. But here are 5 fragrances on the cheaper side of things that I'm really excited to wear in the upcoming fall and winter. First up, we've got Paris Corner's Rifaaqat. This blew up on social media all over the place, and for good reason. This is one of those just great succulent vanilla fragrances that everybody loves. It's got a nice little spice to it from the saffron and the pink pepper. It's got a little bit of woodiness in there, but mainly what you get again is that sweet vanilla, just supported from all the spices and everything else in there. It's attention grabbing. It's just mouth watering. It is so good. Everything you want in a fragrance. And what's great is it's not expensive. So Rifaaqat, this is one of the first ones I'll be wearing this autumn. After that, we have Atralia's Amazonas Sierra. This was one of those like hidden gem finds that I was so happy about. I remember giving this a very high rating, like at least a 9 rating, and for good reason. The warmness, the spiciness, the nuttiness in here, all of it just gives a very sexy yet cozy kind of feel. But more than anything else, it just smells really good. It immediately just captured my attention. If I were out, this would catch everyone's attention. This is one of those that's just going to, whether you like it or not, grab attention, and people are just gonna flock to you. It is that good. After that, we have Kismet Magic by Maison Alhambra. This is one of those great, like, angel share inspired by fragrances that just does its own thing so well. It still keeps that booziness, that warmness, the sweetness, everything you love about like angel share, except this kind of does its own twist, specifically with honey and chocolate. Especially as it dries down, the chocolate comes out a little bit more, but from the get-go, you can really tell that syrupy honey sweetness that's in this fragrance. It is so good. I really honestly prefer it over Camera, but Camera is great in its own right, but this one, I'm a little bit more excited to wear this over Camera this fall, just because it just does something different for me. And honestly, to me, it's a little bit more mouth-watering, which is what I love about gourmand fragrances, which this is. After that, we have Cremo's Spice and Black Vanilla. These fragrances right here are why I absolutely love the fall and winter fragrances, like cooler weather fragrances in general. Vanilla and spices, just perfect combination. This kind of has that like Spice Bomb extreme kind of feel, but it really does its own thing in a much, much cheaper price point. It doesn't smell that much cheaper. It just smells like, in that same vein, just really, really good. It's exactly what it sounds like. It's vanilla, it's black vanilla. You can tell it's kind of like a darker vanilla, and it's spices. Everything you want in kind of a cool weather fragrance, it's right here. It's sexy, it's attention grabbing, it's so good. And last, we have Borouj Silage. This one came out of nowhere. This is just ridiculously good. It's one of those like really dark and mysterious kind of sexy fragrances. Very boozy. It's also got a good amount of like sweetness, probably from that plum. It's got a spice factor to it too, but it's also like just smoothed out with iris. Overall, what you get is a very nice like boozy, spicy, very smooth fragrance, and it's just like dark and mysterious, sexy. Just everything I would want, especially whenever going out at night, like in the cooler weather. I mean, you could really pull this off in the summertime, but we're going into fall and winter, and this is just gonna shine in. I already know it. It's gonna pull attention, which is exactly what I want, especially out of a cheaper fragrance, but especially out of a cool weather fragrance.